What's going on, world? Welcome back, man, to another great episode of Indie Music Major Business. I am your host, MUG Amillion, in the building, and I'm also the author of the book, Indie Music Major Business, A Guide to Your First Royalty Check. That's right, man. Shout out to my peoples, Money United with Gang, for backing this whole thing. Again, the whole goal is to motivate, educate, and elevate you as an indie music professional on how to elevate yourself through this music industry by way of the music business, man. The major business that you got to take care of, man, because it is a business, right? Again, the book, it's available, man. If you hadn't had a chance to go and download the audio book, or you haven't went on the website yet and order your physical copy of the book, I highly suggest you go and do so, man. Again, it's not even a big, thick read. It just gets straight to the point. I'm not a big reader myself, and I know us as creators in the music industry, we soak in knowledge and information a different way than most people, and sometimes we heavy and we on the go. That's what made me take the physical copy of the book and turn it into an audio book. So again, that's available, man. So I just wanted to touch on today, man, again, networking, relationship building, team building, man. All these things are major parts and major business when it comes to you as an indie music professional, right? So on my journey, doing my thing as a rap artist, right? When I was just doing the rapper thing, performing, touring, recording, things of that nature, man, the team that I had around me, man, was crucial, right? The people that you got around you that's supporting you, that's a part of your journey, that's a part of your movement, it plays a big part in it, man. It's a few different roles. We talked about that before, about the behind the scenes roles. It's a few different important roles that I want to make sure I cover, that you want to make sure you take care of, especially when it comes to the major business of you being an indie music professional in the music industry, right? So for one, off the top, man, you want to get you an entertainment attorney, right? Without an entertainment attorney, you have nobody to solidify any type of contracts or agreements that you plan on putting in place. If you are an indie music professional seeking to get a record deal, don't be one of these ones that go out here and just happy-go-lucky that somebody presented you with a contract and finna give you a record deal, man, without getting it properly read through and looked at to make sure that it benefits you as the creator. You hear a lot of stories about people sign contracts thinking it was just about one thing, and they signed the way they publish for the rest of their life. They say, you hear Jim Jones, man, if y'all just abreast to what's been happening on the internet and keeping up with some of these different things, man, it's been getting talked about a lot lately from a lot of artists, though. Again, we hear the stories all the time, man, where people thought they were just signing, a production deal, not understanding what a production deal really consists of, though. A production deal is basically giving somebody the right to, record music for you, put you in a position to, create like a professional demo or whatnot. But at the same time, you give them control of your music, control of you as an artist to go into the doors of these record labels and middleman a contract on you. And then you look up and like they still own a piece of your music. They still own you as an artist or whatnot, man. So get you an entertainment attorney. Don't let the same lawyer that handled you in your baby mama case do this. You know what I'm saying? You can't use necessarily the same lawyer that got you out of some legal trouble. It's a different lawyer, man. So you have to seek an actual entertainment attorney. That's one major key person you want to have on your team when you're doing major business. Again, get you a good solidified either business manager or just a good overall personal manager, right? And those are even two different people, man. So you may not be in a position to be able to can afford both at this time, you as an indie music professional. And you're gonna hear a lot of people say you don't really need a manager, this and that. But if you're fully creator based, right? And what I mean by creator based, you just want to focus on making the music. You got some people out there that can't multitask in this industry, and that's okay. That's where you have to start putting the proper people around you in the proper positions to take care of the major business that has to be done for you throughout your career. So get you a good, solid manager, right? Whether it's a personal manager that's ripping and running with you on the day-to-day, that they kind of blocking, the manager is there to block out all the noise and to deal with all the distractions that may be coming your way as you doing your thing as an artist, right? So a personal manager or even a business manager. Business manager gonna come into play once you really start actually accumulating and making some money. Once you got money coming in from your career as a musician or creator, you're gonna wanna make sure that money is being properly invested, being properly saved, being properly spent, right? On touring, on overhead costs, whether it be transportation, whether it be studio time. Somebody's keeping you really online and on track with your budgeting of your money and your funds that's coming in and out, right? So that's what your business manager is going to be doing. Also, they can be in place to help to grow that money, right? They should have resources and connections and networks of people that can get you endorsement deals, get you partnerships that can start bringing you in money, sponsorships like for your next tour, right? You want to be able to have a Coca-Cola or a Beats by Dre or Apple or somebody like that sponsoring your stuff though at some point, man. Or even if it's like a local business or something right there locally in your hometown, man, definitely want to start there first. If I was you, start local, with sponsorships and partnerships and build up your own community as you building up yourself in the music industry, right? But that's what a business manager can kind of focus on doing for you. Again, a personal manager can do similar things if they are well equipped and got a good network amongst themselves as well though. But a manager for sure is key. Entertainment attorney and a good solid manager, right? Somebody that can help you with managing your time and managing, like I say, your finances, man, is the biggest. We here to get money, man. You know what I'm saying? Money united with game. We're not gonna play with that. Indie music, major business, a guide to your first royalty check. We want to make sure when you get that first royalty check, you don't go blow it. You know where to put it at, know how to reinvest it back into yourself, back into your career, so it can keep growing and making you more money, man. That's the real goal once you start making money from the music. A publicist, man, get you a great publicist, right? PR is major when it comes to getting yourself exposed, getting you interviews with the right platforms and things of that nature. So hire and get you a good publicist, somebody that knows the ins and outs of, like I said, the major platforms. They can help draw you out a game plan on a successful PR run. Media is the biggest thing going right now, man. That's why you see a lot of artists jumping into doing the podcast, and you see, I know it's done completely changed. You don't really have magazines being super effective as much anymore, but I would highly suggest if you're an indie music professional in today's climate, get you a publicist that's well versed on all the upcoming podcasts that's out there. They can get you on a nice media run. Exposure and marketing is the key. Speaking of even marketing, you may want to try to get you somebody on your team that's well versed with social media marketing, right? Find you somebody that can be a social media manager for you. You as the artist, you always on the go. You in the studio recording, you writing, you're doing the creative process as an indie music professional. Even if you're a producer and you're making the beats and this and that, like, you want to have somebody that can document all of that, right? Content is king. They'll tell you that, content, keep creating content. Well, a lot of times it's hard for you to be the one keeping up with posting and putting that content out because you're the one in the midst of doing the work, So again, a publicist, somebody you want to get on your team. In today's climate, speaking of social media content and social media marketing, get you a great videographer and photographer. Somebody that, again, they can be documenting that journey while you out there on the grind. It's hard for you to capture those moments in real time on your phone while you the one out there shaking hands, networking, and connecting the dots with the people. You on the stage, you doing a great show, you got a nice show, a festival or something you're going to be a part of. The worst thing you want to do is not have that documented where you can go back, share that content with your fans, your followers, your supporters, and continue to keep them engaged with what you have going on. A graphic designer. you got to get you a great graphic designer on your team. Shout out to my wife, Fly Chick. Like I said, all our logos, my book cover, our website, every flyer that you ever gonna see us drop and promote with and on an event, it's done all in-house. I'll drop her info in there too. If you're an artist out there, a music creator out there, you don't have a solidified graphic designer, you're gonna see the link in the description on this episode. You go check her out. Check out the website on the Fly Chick, and get you somebody that can have you looking good, man. Again, your image is everything, right? So when your publicist, and again, all these things kind of work hand in hand. So when your publicist is trying to get you interviews and things of that nature, or even helping you get shows, like your booking manager, your personal manager, that whoever's handling getting you added on and booked on shows, you want those flyers, you want your website content, your Instagram and social media content, you want that stuff to look super professional, right? So get you a great graphic designer on your team as well, man. A videographer, graphic designer, photographer, everybody that's gonna help that image to come out and look great. Even though you're an indie music professional, you have to understand you're in competition with the big boys, whether you want to be or not. If you know somebody that's got like a local fish restaurant or a local hot chicken spot or a chicken spot or whatever, though, food restaurant, whether they want to be or not, they're in competition with McDonald's. They're in competition with KFC. You know, we all in the same industry. So even though you're an indie music professional, your album cover, your photos and your, promo flyers and stuff got to look just as good as the major artists do. Your stuff got to look just like Kendrick Lamar. Your stuff got to look just like Young Jesus or better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to keep up with the times, man. For the female artists that's out there, y'all see the glow up and the blow up of these female artists from how they started to where they at now. Get you a makeup stylist. Get you a hairstylist. You got to step out. If you're going to get in this game and want to be a superstar, even as an indie music professional, you got to look the part. It ain't got to be an everyday thing, but when you go to these shows and you hop out at these shows, have your wardrobe stylist or something on deck. That's even for my guys out there. If you can't dress yourself or put yourself in that superstar mode when it's time to step out and do these shows and perform, they're telling you, man, the people are not going to pay you no real attention, man, especially if you're on the building stage or trying to build yourself up. We see how these artists, then, like I said, the glow up is real, man. The blow up of looking like a star is part of it, man. Image is everything, So these few people that I just named, man, are crucial to your image, to your brand, man, because, again, you are a brand. I cannot stress that enough, man. I think I spoke about it on a previous episode, but I'm going to touch on it again right here. You are a brand. You as an artist, you as the creator of the music, right? And I'm talking specifically to the indie music professionals out there that are the artists, right? I don't care what genre of music you're doing. If you want people to respect you and accept you, you have to expand your horizon outside of just your music. Your image and all of that has to match and pop as well, man. They're not gonna, when partnerships and sponsorships are coming to the table to get behind you, to sponsor one of your tours or whatever the case may be that you're reaching out for them to sponsor, whether it's an event, a meet and greet or whatever, they want to make sure that your brand matches up with their brand. And it has to match up from an image standpoint. Again, you can't think that Sprite is going to give you some kind of sponsorship and then you don't even have a website. You don't even have a .com, man. Like, when it's time to start really putting together sponsorship packages and things like that, man, to get money behind you and your brand and your push, you got to have all the dots dotted, man. All the I's and T's got to be dotted and crossed. You got to take care of your business in order for your business to take care of you. So, again, man, if you don't have a website, go and get yourself your own .com. You can't just depend on YouTube. You can't just depend on social media sites, Facebook and Instagram. We saw earlier on, at the beginning of the year, where TikTok was almost gone. TikTok was almost out of here. And I know it's a lot of y'all out there, social media creators and stuff, outside of doing just music, y'all depending on your songs to blow up and go viral on TikTok. It's been very successful for a lot of people. Shout out to all y'all that's making money off of the social media platforms. Not knocking it at all. At the end of the day, if they decide to come through, change the law, or come through again and try to muscle Facebook into doing this or doing that and threaten to shut them down, like, what are you going to do with your fan base, with your following, to make sure they can stay connected to you, right? You want to start cutting out the middleman and going direct to consumer. As you build your fan base up, as you build your database up, you want to have a platform where they can go to. It's not just some other social media site, man. Get your own .com. Again, we assist and help with all of that, man, at moneyunitedwithgame.com. We're going to have the links in the description. Link is, of course, in my bio at MUGS _Amillion on Instagram. Reason I throw out my Instagram a lot, because again, I know that's where most of y'all are at. You know, again, you do have to be convenient to your followers, to your supporters. We know it's millions and millions of people on Facebook. It's a great platform to be on, to spread your information, but don't get so caught up in promoting and spreading their sites as much as you continue to make sure when they go to those sites, they can find your own personal .com. So understand that. That's why when I say go to my Instagram, I say link in the bio. That link in the bio is taking you straight directly to my stuff, my .com. You know, my social media, my platforms where you can buy my merchandise and everything like that. Especially like you said, if you're going to start expanding your brand and start putting out merchandise, t-shirts and hats and whatever though, you don't want to have to go through Facebook or Instagram just to sell your merchandise. You probably won't even be able to go through there. At some point, they're going to start shadow banning your stuff, especially if you're not spending the actual ad money with them. They're not going to let you promote your services, your products, a whole bunch and make a lot of money off of it, man. So you have to have your own .com set up. So I just want to touch on that today. Again, some of these key people, some of these key things you need to put in place and make sure you have in place to solidify yourself as a major independent indie music professional. You know what I'm saying? Take care of that major business that you got to take care of, man. Connect and build your team the proper way. Again, if you need any help or assistance with this, man, we do offer consultation services. Holler at me directly, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message on Instagram, like I said, or go to the website, moneyunitedwithgame.com. Just like it said, sound like moneyunitedwithgame.com. Submit a form on there, man. Send your request over for any of the services that I just mentioned that you may need. Again, it's your boy MUG Amillion. I'm in the building, man. Indie music, major business, a guide to your first royalty check, man. The audio book is available now. Y'all go get that, man. Subscribe to the channel, Money United with Game TV. Share this with an indie music professional that's looking to be motivated, elevated, and educated about the major business that's happening right now in the music industry. That's my time for the day, man. Y'all be good out there, man. Stay blessed. And don't let nothing stress, man. Don't accept nothing less. You are the brand. Remember that, though. You are the brand, man. Build it the right way. Let's go, man. Let's get this money, y'all. Yeah.